Guys, what's up? I'm back with the stretch. We did a video a little while back about the supernova, the blue ball. I was at University of Tübingen. We did a bunch of stretches where we opened up the chest. We were lying on the ground. Hopefully you remember that video. If not, I put something in the bottom of the description of this video about that. But here is the stretch I was talking about. We were discussing how we open up the shoulder with all of that mobility. So the stretch that we do in order to open the front of the shoulder does not hurt so much. So the stretch is here. I'm going to do it on my left hand. Put your arm in a slight rubber band, in a small rubber band, nothing too thick. You just see I have it on anything above my head here. I put my hand in it like this. I don't know if you got that there, Rio. And then from here, I just grab the band like this with my thumb, and then I'm just going to put my arm around me like that. So obviously not this one, but the one with the band on it, yeah? I'm going to wrap around just like this. And what I'm going to do in this position is I'm going to try not to stay hunched over. I'm going to try to stand up nice and straight, get my shoulders, so not just one, but both, in a nice proper position. I'm going to turn around so you can kind of see where my hand is. So the band is not wrapping around my hand, it's coming straight up, so it's pulling in this angle. And something I can do for a bit of a mobilization is you're going to watch, you can see in my wrist how I start to move it back and forth. What I do in this position is you notice, I don't know if you can see with the camera or not, but it's rotating my shoulder. If you don't see it, do it and you would definitely feel it. So another thing you can do to modify the stretch is you can change the position in which your body, the angle of your back if you will, because that will change the position of your shoulder, always continuing to roll. You can hold the position, you can pull down with the band for 5 seconds, so like a contract, and then relax. Or if it's a bit too tight, you just stick your hand above and you pull down a little bit on the band. This releases some of the tension to allow you not to die in the stretch. And you can also pull it a little bit higher if you want. One thing I tell people with this stretch is as they do it, as I come out of it real quick, we open up the shoulder with the Supernova series, that was the blue ball. Then they go to this stretch, they do it for always about 2 to 3 to 5 minutes, whatever. Usually after doing the mobility and doing the stretch, you notice bam, right away your shoulder feels amazing. This one kind of feels like a little kid came up and popped you right in the shoulder the next day. It feels like it's a bit sore. That's quite common because the two joints we have like this in our body would be the hip and the shoulder. But the hip is really well guarded by muscles, so we don't really get that sensation of soreness after a deep stretch. The shoulder is not so well guarded, it's actually pretty loose. So when we go into a big capsule stretch, like we just showed you, a lot of times it can make the shoulder a bit sore. If that's the case, don't worry, it's totally cool. Take a few days in between doing it again, and what you will notice is when the soreness goes away, not only does your normal mobility come back, but it comes back a little bit greater than before. So you get an increase in your mobility. So if you have any questions, let me know. And if not, until next week, peace.